As a married woman, this young lady would have worn her hair up, but it was the fashion to allow the curls which framed the face to flow free. Stockings were made from bias-cut fabric of wool, velvet, silk, or linen, or were hand-knitted in wool or silk. Garters could be buckled or tied beneath the knee. 16th century Italian shoes are rarely seen in paintings, but indoor shoes seem to have been made from soft white leather and may have been embroidered or pinked and slashed. The chemise, or camisia, was a garment worn next to the skin. The camura was a gown worn over the camisia. Its bodice was stiffened and helped to shape the body. It could be laced up at the front, where metal rings were often used for lacing, or through hand-worked eyelets at the sides or the back. The Florentine fashion was for a wide and slightly off-the-shoulder neckline. The skirt was richly gathered and full. Sleeves were separate from the bodice and were tied into place at the shoulder, with puffs of the camisia intended to be seen. The sleeves could match the garment or contrast with it. The slightly extended length of the young lady's sleeves was a subtle display of wealth. In a formal setting, the camura would have been covered by one or two elaborate overgarments and finished with fine jewellery. But this young woman was wearing an informal overgown, the guarnello, associated with children, pregnancy, and perhaps breastfeeding. They were usually made in linen, but this one is silk, with gold silk embroidery controlling the gathers at the neckline. A gold wire coif or keffiyeh was placed at the back of the head to cover the hair. This provided a means by which a fine linen or silk veil could be pinned into place. In 1503, a silk merchant from Florence, Francesco del Giocondo, commissioned a portrait of his young wife to adorn a wall in their new home. The artist commissioned was Leonardo da Vinci. It was to be a celebration of their life together, but Leonardo never gave the painting to the Giocondo family. Perhaps distracted by newer commissions, he took many years to complete the portrait and then kept it with him for the rest of his life. Over the centuries, the pigments and glazes have darkened, and cleaning in an earlier century has thinned the silk veil over her forehead and removed her eyebrows and eyelashes. But nothing has dimmed that smile. Leonardo da Vinci's portrait of Mona Lisa is now regarded as the finest example of Renaissance portraiture and is the most famous painting in the world.